Everybody, I'm Andrarchy, Head of Communications for Steemit, and today I'm here with Good Karma, the founder of eSteem. He's going to tell us about eSteem and what they're trying to do with that application.
When we started out 2016, right after Steemit launched their beta website around June, July, after the exponential growth in the user base, we launched our first mobile application. And first goal at that time was to cover the need of user, which was lacking at the time. We didn't have mobile application for the users. And since that, we have grown quite a number of developers from one developer, myself, to around 5 developers right now. We have 1 product lead and 3 developers and myself. We have relatively small group of guys trying to improve application and increase our what you call the community. And since 2016 we have launched last year our version 2 products, which included desktop application, and they were both written, mobile and desktop application was written from scratch, and it was much more appealing user interface. It was the user interface or the technological stack of the products were completely changed to much more performant, much more newer technologies. And right now what we're doing in the last few months is to experiment with our tokens. And we have launched already eSteem token, just right now it's just initial implementation. And what we want to do is, until release of SMTs, we want to experiment and try out different things until that time and get feedback from our users, see how they use our token, how they interact with application, and so on, create more use cases, etc. And along with that, we will soon, within a week or two, we will release version 2.2 of both both desktop and mobile application, which will have some of the use cases for the eSteem token. And after that, we're planning to release a web application, which will be all in all combined, supporting all kinds of user, mobile, desktop lovers, and web surfers. So expect more news on that also.
So it sounds like what you're trying to deliver is an ecosystem where your users can leverage Steem on the web, on mobile, on the desktop, depending on the circumstances. They can go seamlessly between these things. If the web is down for whatever reason, just head on over to the desktop app. Is that right?
Yes, exactly. One of the main goals also with eSteem is to enable user to be flexible and stay decentralized. So what we do in all our applications is allow the user to connect to their chosen full node servers. So they can even run their own full node and then just connect to it. So it's all kind of allowing user to be flexible, gives us more choice to be decentralized. If one full node is down, it doesn't take entire network down or doesn't take application down. So user always have choice to change the server. And also allowing or the supporting different kind of user gives us more opportunity to grow more and onboard more users to the Steem platform. If we're doing the mobile application, we try to push mobile side to get more users from the countries, third world countries where they don't have computer, for example. And for the web and desktop application, just support general users, give them feature set which they need, and enhance their experience. Yeah.
Cool. So what would you say your ultimate vision for eSteem is? Where do you see it a year from now, 5 years from now? What do you hope that it will become?
With eSteem, we hope to have to take the the revolutionary technology what Steem is offering, take it to the masses. We hope to allow users to be in any corner of the Earth planet and just have access to this Steem no matter what, and share their creativity and share their passion, and create a relationship which has never been possible before. And one of the upcoming changes you guys announced recently was also working on communities and releasing it by stages. And we also hope to plan to support that and release our own version of the community, which is obviously using same technology, but having more user interface, always good for the decentralized network, always good for the Steem. And we hope to give user to that. We hope to give that to the user with extra benefits. Having our own token, for example, eSteem token, allow us to do special incentivization for the user, special gamification of the applications, and it allows us to tap into the market which has never been before. Like some of the gamification was always lacking on some of the applications or the blockchain applications, because mainstream users doesn't necessarily need to know about blockchain, but they need to have that feature set which they are familiar with. So that's what we're trying to achieve. That's where we're heading.
Yeah, I would even say that most users shouldn't really know about the blockchain or need to know anything at all about the blockchain. They just need to know that the application gives them some features that they really love using. And so it's really great to hear about your plans for communities. Obviously, there's a reason we release this stuff all open source, all permissionless, is so that as many apps as possible, apps like yours, can integrate these technologies, with the specific goal being to onboard the masses onto the blockchain. And so it's really exciting to hear all of your plans. And we're all going to the same moon. We're all trying to bring Steem to the masses, and so I can't wait to see how eSteem evolves.
Yeah, sure. We also have we call it the third stage. After we have some user base, we can then try to integrate more or give user possibility to cash out or just use it in the merchants, onboard more merchants and use what they earned in a real time, because Steem blockchain allows that. It's fast enough to do any kind of transaction, and we should be pushing for the merchants acceptance also.
Yeah, I agree. The feeless nature of the Steem token, as well as the Steem dollar, I think are hugely undervalued in commerce. If you had gone to a merchant 10, 15 years ago and told them, we can give you a way to exchange value with your customers practically instantly, and you won't have to pay any fees to payment processors like credit card companies, they would have been like, this is magic talk. This is not possible. And this is something that's easily achievable right now, and people don't really know about it. And the Steem dollar gives you the additional security of knowing that it's highly, highly unlikely that the money that you're storing temporarily is going to fluctuate dramatically in value. So if it takes your systems 10 minutes to settle the transaction, it's going to be worth $1 in 10 minutes, And so I'm super excited to hear about your plans for merchant adoption, because I agree 100% that it's incredibly low-hanging fruit for the Steem blockchain.
One of the gateway for us is to mobile payments, and that's why we are mostly focusing on mobile. Of course, we have a desktop application and web, because that's kind of majority of the web users are, but that tools are allowing us to onboard more mobile users and kind of focus make sharp moves in the mobile side of development, where we can do mobile payments. These days you can do pay with mobile, Apple Pay and Google Pay, so we can easily integrate third parties or the middleware or gateways where we can allow users to do shoppings with the mobile application. So that's kind of the longer term, and we are hoping to get there step by step.
Sounds great. So is there any last thing you want to tell users to do? Should they head over to the App Store and download eSteem? Anything else?
Yeah, we will release our, as I mentioned, 2.2 version within a week or two. Expect news about that, and download application. Certainly you can check. We already have a pointing system, so you can already start earning eSteem token. And yeah, we go to the moon together.